This is a beautiful experience.
Gajananam Budaganadisevitam Kabittajambu Palasarabakshidam Umashudam Soga Vinashakaranam Namami Vigneshwara Pada Pankajam.
In the morning, I'm here in Varanasi. I'm going to the Ganges to see different ceremonies from the boat, and I'm so excited about this experience. And I'm gonna shoot pictures, to shoot videos. Let's see what happens. Today I'm here on the Ganges. Hi guys, I'm here on the Ganges in Varanasi. I'm gonna start taking portrait pictures and I'm gonna show you a few tricks. I'm using my Profoto gear and it's a B2, it's just one head with a beauty dish. It's a softbox, and Kira is helping me to take these pictures. Tumhara naam kya hai?
मेरा नाम है दिनेश कुमार विश्वकर्मा.
I asked him what is your name. I learned a few words in Hindi.
English, no. No, Tori.
Turi, not turi.
No, Tori.
I'm gonna take a few pictures, portraits of these guys. Thank you. Namaste. I'm gonna start. Let's take a look what I can do. Okay guys, I'm here in Photoshop Lightroom and I'm gonna show you the process that I like to work when I take picture for portrait, okay? With the picture that I took in India on the Ganges. Alright, let's start. First, this is the picture that I had, but I already add rating for the picture that I liked. Here I have like a 4-star for a few pictures. And I can go here to the filters. I'm gonna select the attribute and I'm gonna select the 4 stars, okay? And now I can see the picture that I like, and I'm gonna increase the size of my thumbnail, okay, to see all these pictures. And I'm gonna start working with this picture. First, let's say I'm gonna start working with this guy. With double click, you can open the picture, and then I'm gonna go to the develop model. All right, I like to press the spacebar to see the picture in 100%. You can see here in 1:1, or you can change if you want to zoom more. For example, I have the 2:1 if I want to zoom more, okay, on the 1:1. Alright, then what I like to do, okay, I always go to the lens correction and I like to remove the chromatic aberration. That is the first step that I follow for every picture, okay? The only thing that I like to do here, I go to my camera calibration, okay? And here, instead to use the profile, the Adobe standard, I like to use the profile that I use for my Nikon D7000, okay? I need to create a color profile for this picture, okay, before. Maybe you don't see the change, okay, but that is before, okay, and that is, I'm gonna show you the after. Okay, let me go again. Here that is before, and then the Nikon D7000, that is after, okay? That is the real color that the camera can see, all right? Okay, let me continue. Here, one of the things that I like to do, I go to the basic, okay? And here I take a look to the histogram. I have a very nice distribution of the of the histogram. Okay, I'm gonna add more space here. I like to do that. And then if I start moving the exposure, you can see, okay, on the left part, okay, is the I can move and I can see I have very good detail on the light. Okay, if I move this one to the right, I can see I have very good detail on the shadows. Okay, I have a very good detail on shadows and highlights. Okay, in that case, I like to move this histogram maybe on the center. Okay, I'm gonna take a look to the picture, the entire picture, and here I'm gonna start decreasing the highlight. Okay, I move the highlight to the left, okay, to decrease the light and recover information. I do the same with the white. I'm gonna hit the spacebar to take a look to details, and then I like to increase light on shadows. For example, for the eyes, okay, I can increase more light, and then I do the same with the blacks. Okay, now I can see more details on the shadows. Okay, the thing is, when you do that, the image is gonna look a little more flat. Okay, and after you do this process, I can do a little more and then move the exposure more on the center. After I do that, then I add more contrast. Okay, you see, something like that, and you can see the histogram, because if I add more contrast on the beginning, okay, you're gonna maybe I have a clipping. Okay, but maybe I don't have too much white on this area, but I don't need that. Okay, if I decrease the white, you can see more luminosity on the highlights. Okay, all right, then I like to add more clarity also. Again, you can see how the image pops. Okay, and then I start working with the vibrance and saturation. Sometimes I decrease the vibrance, or I decrease the saturation and increase the other one. You can see a little more drama. I can still have that orange color that I like to incorporate on my image. Something that I'm not crazy about this blue that is behind. Okay, in that case, what I can do, I can go here to the hue, saturation, and luminance. Okay, and here I have on the saturation, I'm gonna select the blues, and I'm gonna decrease a little bit the blue on that area. Okay, because that one distract me, and I don't affect too much the color of the pictures. Okay, all right, I like, so far so good. Okay, I like how the image looks like with more drama. Okay, and now the thing is, what I can do, I can start working with the luminance. Okay, for example, on different part of the picture. If I select the orange, okay, if you increase or decrease, you can see the necklace. Okay, I can add more drama on that one, a little more. And then the other thing that I would like to do, I would like to work with the detail. Okay, when I select this 2-on-1, okay, I can see very good detail on this picture, but maybe I can add a little more of sharpening, okay, to pop a little more the detail. Okay, you can select this one and you can go to one specific part, but with 2-on-1 is enough to see that. All right, I'm gonna add more detail. Okay, for guys, looks very nice, the detail. All right, I don't have a noise, I believe. I don't like to reduce the noise. That's why I prefer to work with ISO 100 on 200 max. Okay, my camera is not that good. It's an Nikon DV7000. The ISO is okay in 200, but in 400, 800 is not that good. Okay, then the other thing that I like to do, I'm gonna go to the top, and here I start working with the split toning. Okay, I'm gonna hide the basic, this one, and here is the split toning. Okay, what is split toning? What you can do, you can put yellow on the highlight. For example, I can add a little like this. You can see what happened with that. Okay, you can adjust a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the complementary color like a blues or cyan. Okay, on the shadows. Okay, so you can add a little bit to add a color grading. Okay, on this picture, and I like how that looks like. Is my preference, okay, because you can see this light looks very yellow. This is the light that comes from the sun, and this is the light that comes from my Pro Photo gear for the flash. You see, you have something that looks very different, but it's my preference. I like to do that. Okay, sometimes there are people that they don't like to combine those pictures, but in my case, I like to do that. And then I'm gonna use the brushes. Okay, first here I have adjustment brushes that I can use. Okay, here for example I can go back to 0. Let me go back to 0, and let me show you. For example, exposure, I can add a little exposure, a little more light on shadows and blacks, and I'm gonna zoom in, and I can do this over the eyes. Can see just a little bit. Okay, to see a little more detail over the eyes. If that is too much, okay, you can just reduce a little bit maybe it's too much that area. I am not trying to add too much noise. Maybe I can do also on a few other parts if I want to add a little of detail other areas. Okay, this one works like the dodge and burn. I'm gonna increase a little bit the size of this one and can add in a few parts. Okay, trying to add more drama, okay, on those parts. I can create a new brush, but just to show you the idea of what you can do, you can add more light on the part that you want to add more volume. Okay, also here, okay, I can add more luminosity in a few parts, and at the same way that you add lights, okay, like this, you can add shadows. Okay, for example, here I can select and create a new brush, and I'm gonna go the opposite. I'm gonna go here, all right, and I'm gonna decrease the exposure. And for example, I can do that on areas that I want to add more drama. Okay, like to increase that, for example, on the lips, okay, underneath the eyes, on this area. Okay, and if you don't like, okay, I'm gonna create a new one. If you don't like, for example, that kind of yellow that I have here comparing with this one here, what you can do is just desaturate. I can desaturate a little bit this one, and the color temperature a little to the left, because here I have the light from the sun. Okay, and look at what's happening here. Let me show you. I can start decreasing the light here. You can see how you can remove that yellowish, okay, that I have on the right. But personally, I like that. Okay, but in this case, I'm gonna remove that because maybe you don't like, just to show you the idea. But it's not my idea to decrease the light, it's just to decrease the saturation. Look at this, that is before and that is after. You can see how you can reduce the light. Okay, this is what I'm planning to do. And look at this, after you do this, I'm gonna create a new preset. I'm gonna select here. Okay, I'm gonna call this one preset India, for example. All right, and I'm gonna save everything that I have here. Okay, just select create. And now I can see the preset there. Okay, if I press G as in George, I can go back and I can open this picture. I'm gonna go to the develop module, and then I'm gonna apply the same preset to this one to start with the same idea. You can see, and then if I press G as in George, you can see the picture. Okay, and this one looks very similar to this one. Also, I can select all my pictures and I can apply the same preset, but pretty much it's not the idea to apply the same to the other picture because it's different light. Okay, it's different position, it's different skin also. Okay, but if you want to see, okay, how that looks like, okay, I'm gonna go to the develop. I'm gonna select the same preset. Okay, and just for that, looks kind of is not bad. Okay, let me select another picture. I'm gonna go to develop. I'm gonna go to this one, select the same preset. Okay, it's not bad at all. All right, the same preset. Here I believe I had to add more light, but this part I like a lot. Okay, then I can go to the basic and I can add a little more exposure. All right, and maybe a little more clarity. Okay, I'm gonna do the same for this one. I'm gonna add the same preset India. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more exposure. All right, and a little more clarity. You see, that is the idea of what you can do. You can work with every single picture, but at the end, you're gonna have a very good result on these pictures. All right, let's continue discovering India. I hope you like this tutorial. Please, if you like this tutorial, subscribe to my channel, okay, and push the button like also, and then that is very good for me to support my videos, and then I can create more tutorials. All right, guys, see you on the next tutorial. Bye.